Following impassioned pleas for both the serenity of Wyuka Cemetery and the need for a youth soccer field, the Nebraska City Cemetery Board voted unanimously this week against a proposal to use cemetery expansion land for playing fields. Parks Commissioner Patrick Whaling proposes some dirt work and installation of a soccer field on land west of the cemetery that may not be needed for graves for another 80 years. The conceptual drawing also shows 2 baseball practice fields in an area that is identified for earlier expansion.
In our opinion, it makes sense to utilize the currently owned public land for recreational use.
Resident Jack Bruss said it doesn't make sense to spend $800,000 for temporary fields now, only to pursue a multi-million-dollar sports complex later. Brust said proposed dirt work to level the soccer field would change the cemetery's landscape.
But you'd never be able, it would be, if you wanted to try to maintain some kind of an atmosphere that the existing cemetery has, you'd be lost. It'd be like being buried on a runway.
City Administrator Grayson Path said the playing fields project would be primarily accomplished without city funds. He said the idea for the project could go away if the soccer and ball field associations cannot raise the money. Whaling said the city will still pursue a full-scale sports complex even if the fields are built west of the cemetery. Richard Reinhardt of Nebraska City said no price can be put on a solemn moment at the graveside of a loved one.
Yeah. And that's pretty important to me, stuff. To have somebody cheering in the background when you're trying to say goodbye. Money can't buy that time. And you will all face that time.
Pastor Neil Schmidt said he understands why playing fields are not regarded as a compatible use with a cemetery.
This is that you have, as you need to in the practice, hey, go over there, or hey, do this, type of thing. And it's not meant to be disrespectful, but it takes away from that moment and takes away from that time.
Whaling said cemeteries in many communities are surrounded by urban uses and said he believes the green space associated with playing fields will not detract from the cemetery atmosphere.
In my opinion, no, because, again, it's children's laughter, children's playing. It's not a negative noise, not a negative sound like our industrial right across the street to the south.
Resident Dana Stovall highlighted the value of youth activities.
I also, like to go there when it's private and quiet. However, I've also been a coach for youth, and there's such a huge need.
Amy Allgood, Doug Friedley, and Jim Thurman said adequate soccer and baseball fields are an important part of the city's economic development puzzle. Board member Lynn Purcell moved to recommend to the City Council not to allow the proposal to go forward.
I'm not unsympathetic to the needs for the soccer and the ball field. But I think
from Nebraska City, I'm Dan Swanson, News Channel, Nebraska.